Hello YouTube creators and subscribers, I just wanted to thank you all for tuning into my video. Today we're going to be going through Egyptian pyramid text utterances starting at 34, and depending on where we end off is what the last scripture is going to be. Let's begin at utterance 34. Shim Shim opens the mouth, one pellet of natron. O in, thou shalt taste its taste in front of thy shrine chapels, one pellet of natron, that which Horus spits out in Shamim, one pellet of natron, that which Set spits out in Sim, one pellet of natron, that which two harmonious gods spit out in Sim, one pellet of natron. To say 4 times, thou hast purified thyself with natron, together with Horus and the followers of Horus, 5 pellets of natron, from Nekeb, Upper Egypt. Thou hast purified thyself. Horus purifies himself. 1 pellet of natron. Thou purifies thyself. Set purifies himself. 1 pellet of natron. Thou purifies thyself. Thought purifies thyself. 1 pellet of natron. Thou purifies thyself. The God purifies himself. 1 pellet of natron. Thou also purifies thyself. You who art among them, 1 pellet of natron. Thy mouth is thy mouth of the sucking on the day of the calf of his birth. 5 pellets of natron. Of the north, Wadi Neutron. Thou purify thyself. Horus purifies himself. Thou purifies thyself. Set purifies himself. Thou purifies himself. Thought purifies himself. Thou purifies thyself. The God purifies himself. Thou purifies thyself, thy Ka purifies himself. Thou purifies thyself, the God purifies himself. Thou also purifies thyself as thou who art among thy brothers, the gods. Thy natron is on thy mouth. Thou purifies the bones, and all. Equip thyself with that which belongs to thee. Osiris, I have given to thee the eye of Horus to equip the face therewith. Adhere to it, 1 pellet of natron. O, shut now thy 2 jaws which were divided, Piskef instrument or bread. Osiris, I open for thee thy mouth, a sacred copper or iron instrument of south and north. Take to thyself the eye of Horus, towards which he, Horus, runs. He begins it to thee, put in thy mouth. 3 pellets of incense of the south, 3 pellets of incense of the north. O, take to thyself the seek of Osiris, the psyche pellets. Take the tip of the bodily breast of Osiris and Horus, and take it into thy mouth, a jug of milk, or 1 jug of fine milk. Take for the breast of thy sister Isis, which is protected, take this in thy mouth, an empty jar. Take the 2 eyes of Horus, the black and the white. Take them to thyself to be in thy face, that they may illuminate thy face. A white jar, a black jar, for carrying, has white stone, black stone, which are the right and left eye. May the sun in heaven be favored to thee. May he cause the 2 lords to be favorable to thee. May the night of favorable to thee. May the 2 ladies of the favorable to thee. The offering which is brought to thee is the offering which thou seest, an offering which thou hearest. An offering is before thee, an offering is behind thee, an offering which is with thee, a cake. Osiris, take to thyself the white teeth of Horus, which equip thy mouth, 5 white cakes, to say 4 times a royal offering to the Ka of Osiris. Take to thy the eye of Horus. It is the cake. Eat thou a cake of offering. Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, which is free from Set, which thou shalt take to thy mouth, and which thou shalt open thy mouth. Wine, 1 white stone jar. Osiris, open thy mouth with which art filled wine, 1 black stone. Osiris, take to thyself the liquid going forth from thee, beer, 1 black stone bowl. Ra, thou adorest he who is in heaven to be adored. To the Lord belonging all things, to the body belonging to all things, to the Ka belong all things, to his body belong all things, to lift up before his face a splendor offering table. Take to thyself the eye of Horus, which thou tastest, one dip loaf of bread, dark incense, one cake. Take to thyself the eye of Horus, which thou shalt embrace, one joint of meat. Take to thyself the eye of Horus, rested from Set, which is taken from thee, which was opening mouth, one white stone bowl of wine. Take to thy liquid, which went forth from Osiris, one black stone bowl of beer. Take for thyself, eye of Horus, which was taken from thee, it is not far from thee, one copper, one iron bowl of beer. Take for thyself the eye of Horus, equip thyself with one bowl of beer, to say, I bring two eyes of Horus in bowl and bow, to say, from in the place where they fell, to say, take them which I give to thee, a bowstring, to say, he cast them to the ground with a whip, to say, Osiris, I bring to thee two eyes of Horus in a bowl, I give to thee. Set, I say, I give to thee heart of Set, to say thou hast seized them, to say, Osiris, I bring to them two eyes of Horus, thy joy, to say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, protect it, and let it not cease to be, to say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, as it was returned to him, like dry fruit of Horus, to say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, protect it, for it is given back to him, thy trail, to say, Osiris, take one eye of Horus, one tail. And we're going to end up at that last scripture that was saying 57 in, and there's various 57s. We could finish off and go to 58, and so we must do that. So we're going to start off at 57-0, and it goes all the way to S. To say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, which was taken by him from Set, he has robbed it, one tail. To say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, which is guarded by Geb, one block. To say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, over which Set enjoys himself. To say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, which he saw side by side with Set, a dagger. To say, Osiris, take to thyself the eye of Horus, which was taken from Set, he has robbed it, one tail. So that's utterances 34 through 57 of the pyramid text. Now there's about 400 to 500 sayings, so we'll go ahead and finish the rest in other episodes. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, and you have a good afternoon or evening.